Now, before we get started, again, a couple things. You will not need a band. Now, if you do want your band, by all means, we will be doing movements that we will use our band for, but you do not have to have the band to use it, okay? Other than that, all we need is our body and a chair. As we get into more of the balancing movements, it's going to be very, very important that not only do we have a chair in front of us so that we can hold on to it as we need to, but I also either want a chair, a couch, a bed, something behind you, just for that extra sense of security since we're not all here in person. Other than that, I don't think there's anything new. We'll keep doing this. Again, I have this today at this 11 o'clock time, posture and balance. And then again, we're going to do it Friday of this week. And then I can already go ahead and tell you that we're going to expect to do this all of next week. So that's posture and balance Monday, Wednesday, Friday of next week as well at that 11 o'clock time period. Okay? Okay, so getting into it, I'll give you a second to get all of your stuff. Again, give me either a thumbs up in the chat or just if you do have your camera on for the second, you can give a wave. Just make sure that you do hear the back music. Not that it's the most ideal thing in the world, but it does help add to the class, a nice calming class. But then again, yes, make sure there's a chair in front, a chair behind. And if you wanted your band, though, we won't absolutely need the band. The band's just going to make things a little bit harder, a little bit more resistance. But we will start seated. So wherever you're at, find that chair and you can sit down in it for a nice seated warm-up. We will start with 3 leg movements, followed by 3 arm movements, 1 round through to get us nice and warm. Again, with all of these warm-ups, nothing should be too difficult. You should feel like those muscles are moving and working a little bit, but you shouldn't feel like you're extremely tired after the warm-up. That's not the hope, at least. Okay, so going to our first leg ones. First leg one, nice and easy soccer kicks. I think we did this the other day. We're gonna start with our left leg. You're gonna kick it up and in and touch your opposite foot to knee 10 times. As you're kicking up and in, when you get to that up and in, we're just holding for that extra second to really feel the squeeze in the inside of the leg. You're gonna feel it on top and inside. That's number 1. We'll do 10 one side, then 10 other side. After that, we're gonna go to single leg kicks. Single leg kicks really warming up that quadricep muscles right on top of that leg. With the single leg kicks, I want a slow controlled out and slow controlled in. If you also look, I'm not gonna ever let my foot touch the ground. It's kind of hovering in the air the whole time. Again, 10 one side, 10 other side. Then the final leg one. Legs are gonna come out straight in the air again. This time we're gonna kick out and in, like your legs are a window washer, out and in. Now with all of the leg movements, you'll see, at least I tried, you'll see that only my legs are moving. Only my legs are moving with the leg movements. That means keeping that tummy tight. Not that you're squeezing it hard, but it's there to help brace you so that the only thing that's moving are these legs, because that's the only thing we want to warm up. After our 3 leg movements, going to our 3 arm movements. Very first one, our punch forward and squeeze back. That squeeze back again being the more essential part as we open up that chest, roll those shoulders down and back and pinch those shoulder blades together. Feeling the muscles back behind and between your shoulder blades as we're warming up. That's number 1. Number 2, we're gonna do punches across our body. We'll do 10 one way, reaching across and back, 10 in a row one way, and then 10 in a row another way. Now with this one, it's okay to get a little rotation. What I don't want to see is your body flinging, but to really control that rotate across and control rotate back. Again, we'll do 10 one side, 10 other side. This one you're going to feel to the outside of that arm. Finally, like we're on a ride and you're going down the roller coaster, what does everybody do? Their hands come up and go woo. We're gonna do it under control, but same thing. You're gonna feel this right on top and then kind of right behind the shoulders. We're gonna control, raise those straight arms as high up as we can. Maybe like a cat stretching in the morning. And then we're gonna control those arms all the way back down. 10 of those. So that's it, those 3 legs, 3 arms, 1 round through to really get our body nice and warm. And again, the warm-up will all be seated. Okay, so starting with our kicks. Let's start with our kicks. Left leg first, you're gonna kick out and in, and remember, keep that foot kind of hovering on the ground. Don't let it touch the ground the whole time. That really makes sure that there keeps tension on all of those quadricep muscles the whole time. Left leg first again, we got 10 of them. Here we go. Kick it out. That's 1, 2. Also, while you're controlling this kick, think about pointing that toe back towards you. Making sure that leg is staying as straight as it can as you kick out. We'll count that as 5. 5 more. That's 6. 7. We're going the same pace down as we are up. That's 8. 9. And 10. Switch sides, right leg. Here we go. Kick it out. Good. 1. Again, remember, as we're doing these kicks, what's my upper body doing? It's nice and still and stable. The only thing that is moving here is now this right leg. That's 4. 5. 6. Our core is holding us tight to make sure the rest of our upper body is not moving. This is 7. 8. 9. And 10. Bringing that leg down. Now let's go to our soccer kick. So we're still seated nice and tall. Back away from the chair if you can. That makes that core have to engage just that little bit more. And we're going to our soccer kicks. Left leg first. You're going to control that left foot as it kicks up and in, trying to touch your opposite right knee. And then back down. Again, you're going to feel this one more to the inside of that leg. We got 10 kicks with the left. Here we go. Kick up and in. And down. Up and in. And down. That's 2. 3. Again, really being coherent about where you're feeling this in your body. I really want it to the inside. Of course, you're going to feel it on top a little bit, but more to the inside of that leg. We'll count that as 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Let's try your other leg. Here we go. Kick it up and in. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Halfway there. 6. Feel the burn to the inside, and of course a tiny bit on the top for 7. 8. 9. And 10. Bringing those legs down. Probably the hardest of the bunch, warming up our hips. Legs are coming straight into the air. This is our start position. From here, remember, you're kicking those legs out to the side and then back in. It's very easy to let that core go and have your body flail all over the place while you do this. I want, again, that core is holding you nice and steady so that the only thing that are moving are these legs out and in. Try your best. If it's too hard, go to 1 leg at a time. Do 5 one side, then 5 other side. Whatever you can handle, right? We want it challenging, but not so challenging that you're not able to do it. So again, our double leg kicks out to the side if you can for 10. Here we go. Kick out. Good. 1, 2. This is a good chance to check my shoes. 3. See how clean they are. These are the older ones. I think you guys have seen these one too many times. One of these days I'll throw them away. We'll count that as 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax those legs down, going to our arms, starting with our punch forward and squeeze back. Remember, as you squeeze back, you're opening up that chest, rolling those shoulders down and back, pinching them together like there's a penny in between your shoulders and you don't want it to drop out from in between them. 10 punch forward and squeeze backs. Here we go. Punch forward, squeeze back, 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 back. Good. 1. Remember, really feel this back in between behind those shoulder blades. This is 3. Again, we're in control here. You hear me say that word all the time, controlled. We want to be in control of our muscles, right? We don't want them to be in control of us. We'll count this as 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relaxing those arms down. Right arm first. Right arm first. You're going to reach across, punch across, rotate a little bit as we reach across from our right side to our left, and then bring it all the way back. Again, you're going to feel this to the outside of that shoulder now. 10 punches right, and then directly into 10 punches to the left, but right arm first. Here we go. Punch across and back. That's 1. Across and back. That's 2 and 3. We could turn this into a musical, though I'm sure most of you will leave if I start to. Let's do 5 more, 5 more. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switching sides, here we go. Punch across with your left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more, 8, 9, and 10. Bringing those arms back, palms coming down to your side. Again, we're seated nice and tall, back away from the chair if we can, because again, it makes that tummy work extra hard, which again, I know this is posture and balance, but our core is essential to posture and balance. If we do not have a strong core, we're never going to be able to connect our upper hemisphere to our lower hemisphere. If our body isn't working together in concert, we're never going to be able to do all these movements properly. So again, back away from the chair if you can. And I'm not saying you have to really squeeze that tummy. It just needs to be there. It needs to be present, holding you nice and stable, okay? So final one though, arms down to our side, arms straight, keeping arms straight like we're going down that roller coaster. We're raising those arms all the way up and then back down. We will do 10. Here we go. Raise up. And down again, slow and controlled wins the race here, just like the tortoise. Very good, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you're doing great. 9, and 10. Bring those arms all the way down. You can wiggle them out real quick. All right, we will stay seated. We'll stay seated for our posture section. We will do, I'm thinking 3 different postural exercises, 2 rounds through. Then we'll take a quick water break, and then we're gonna do some leg strengthening, followed by our balance, okay? All right, so here's the section. If you have a band and want to use the band, grab it up now. Again, you do not have to use the band. The band is just there to add a little bit of extra resistance, make it a little bit harder, okay? But all the movements we do, you will not have to have the band for, okay? Okay, I will show both versions as I go. So, for these arms, very first one, elbows are gonna be nice and tight. Palms are gonna be towards the sky. I want you to think about you're being a 5-star waiter or waitress, Keeping those elbows nice and tight, shoulders rolled down and back. You have serving platters. You're gonna open up as you present those platters and then close them back in. Now, a couple rules here. As you're opening up, you're pinching shoulder blades together, keeping those elbows as tight to your side as you can. Your elbows aren't gonna be able to stay touching your sides as you see here, but I want you to think about trying to pinch them into your back pockets. What I don't wanna see is those arms running away. I want them tight, okay? We'll do 10 here, 10 here. After that one, arms are gonna come straight out in front of you. Arms straight out in front of you, palms down. Now, from here, one arm is gonna come up and other arm is gonna come down. We're gonna do 8 each way, making a half X with our body. Again, we'll do 8 one way in a row, then flip it 8 other way in a row. Again, with here, as you're opening those arms up, you're pinching those shoulder blades together. It's like a 45-degree angle pinching together, going each way. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3, we did it for the warm-up. I'll show you because it's a little different if you have the band as opposed to not having the band. With the band, we've done this many times in class before. It's going under your foot. We're seated nice and tall. We're hinging at the elbow, rolling back, pinching those shoulder blades down and back. Without the band is going to be a little bit different. Without the band, you're going to stay nice and tall, and all you're going to do, elbows are going to be tight, locked into your side. You're going to pinch those shoulder blades together for 3, 2, 1, and relax. We're going to do 10 of those, okay? So again, those 3 exercises, 2 rounds through. All right, number one. For the first round, I'll show you with the band. So if you're doing the band, you'll see it with the band. For the second round, I'll do it without the band, so you can kind of see both, okay? Number 1 are serving platters, palms up, elbows tight, arm at that 90-degree angle. Keeping all of that, we're separating those forearms, pinching shoulder blades together. 10 serving platters. Here we go. Separate. That's 1. 2. Again, here, it's really easy as you open up. Your hips want to push forward. Don't let them. I want the only thing moving here are those shoulder blades as they pinch together and those arms as they separate. The rest of that body should be as still as a statue. Let's try 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Relax those arms down. Wiggle those shoulders out for a second. Arms straight, palms down. From here, we're making that half X. Again, without the band real quick. Without the band, one arm up, other arm down, coming at a 45-degree angle, and you're meeting at chest height every time. So this is our meeting ground every single repetition. We'll do 8 one way, 8 other way. With the band, it's just the exact same thing. Now you just got the resistance. Okay, we will start with left arm coming up, right arm coming down. Left arm up, right arm down for 8 repetitions. Here we go. Separate. Good. 1, 2. Feel those shoulders talking to you. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Switching sides, right arm up, left arm down, right into it. Here we go. Separate. Feel the burn. I know I am. You can do it though. This is 2, 3, 4, halfway there. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Relax those arms down. Again, a quick wiggle out of those shoulders. Quick wiggle out. Now again, with the band, if you have the band, it's going underneath a foot. It does not matter the foot. From there, you're seated nice and tall, hinging at the elbow, rolling back, pinching shoulder blades down and back. Without the band, you're seated nice and tall. You're pinching those shoulder blades together and holding for a 3, 2, 1, and relaxing. Whatever version you're doing, we're doing 10. I will show you again for this first round with the band. All right, getting ready. Here we go. Row back. That's 1. Think about the best posture you can here, pushing those shoulders down and back. They want to run towards your ears. Don't let them. I don't think your shoulders have any secrets for your ears to hear. Keep them away. Very good. We will do 5 more, 5 more. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Relax that band down, take a little break. 1 more round to go. And remember, with the second round, if you were doing something without the band, I'll be doing along with you this round, okay? So I won't need this band this time. But if you have the band, please keep it. I hope you didn't throw it just like I did. Okay, I see your band still, Mimi, thank you. While we take a little break, let's see, any news for you guys? No, nothing, I'm sorry. Nothing. Again, remember though, I can confirm that next week will be the same. So I will teach posture and balance through Zoom, the same exact link that you clicked on today, on Monday at 11, Wednesday at 11, and Friday at 11 next week. And again, I will be here just like I am today on Friday of this week as well at 11. Okay, we got another week of this, as hopefully that will be the final week. We'll see as we go through next week, and hopefully we can all get a little bit healthier. All right, into round two again. If you were doing it without the band, I'm joining you this round, okay? First one, those serving platters, palms up, elbows tight, arm at that 90-degree angle. Remember, from here, we're opening those arms up, keeping those elbows as tight as we can, and pinching those shoulder blades together as we open up. We have 10 serving platters still, 10 of them. Here we go. Open up. And close. That's 1. Open. That's 2. 3. 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax those arms down for a second. Arms coming back up to shoulder height and arms straight. Remember, from here, we're making that half X as one arm comes up at a 45 angle, and the other arm comes down at a 45 angle. Again, making half an X. We'll do 8 one side in a row, then of course 8 other side in a row. This round, let's start with right arm coming up and left arm coming down. Right arm up, left arm down for 8 repetitions. Here we go. Separate. And bring back together. Remember, starting at your chest every time. That's 2. 3. Pinching those shoulder blades together at a 45-degree angle for 4. Again, only to 8. 5. 6. 7. And 8, we're switching sides. Here we go. Left arm up, right arm down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're doing great. 6, 7, one more, and 8. Finally, quick wiggle out of those arms. If you have the band, remember you're gonna take it, put it underneath a foot, whatever foot is more comfortable. From there, you're hinging at the elbow, rowing that band back, and then bringing it back down. For this round, for me, without the band, remember, we're seated nice and tall, elbows locked to our side, squeezing those shoulder blades for a count of 3, 2, 1, and then relaxing. Let's do 8 this final round of our bent rows, 8 of these rows. Here we go. Row back and relax. Row. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, and 8. Relax. Good job. Wiggle those shoulders out. All right, we will take just about 1 minute here. 1 minute here. We're going to do 1 round of standing leg strengthening exercises, followed by 2 rounds of our balance exercises. So take again about a minute here, get some water if you need to. I'm going to go run and grab my water, and we'll re-adjourn in about a minute. Okay, slowly making our way back, slowly making our way back. Remember, we will be standing. Also remember, like I said at the start of class, as we go through our standing balancing exercises, I want something in front of you for support, something behind you for support. Okay, make sure that we're extra safe here. Now that something behind you can be a chair, a couch, a bed, but make sure you do have a little room for it because we are going to be moving our legs a little bit, okay? So going through our standing strengthening exercises, again, we're only going to do 1 round on each side before we end with our static balancing being our tandem and single leg standing. For our strengthening of our legs, we're doing our 3-way hips. 3-way hips. So 1 leg is going to be stationary, locked in place. You'll be on one side or the other side of your chair, and I want you holding on to the chair. From there, 1 leg is the stabilizer. Along with your hand, that stabilizing leg is going to help you keep your balance. The other leg's going to be the mover. The leg that's moving, we're keeping it straight. We're going to do 8 kicks straight in front of us, followed by 8 kicks to the side, and 8 kicks back, again hitting those 3 directions of our hip muscles. Rules. With the kick forward, what our body likes to do, lean back to help. Don't let it lean back. Again, what's our tummy doing? It's holding us nice and stable so that our upper hemisphere is connected to our lower hemisphere so that only that leg is moving as we kick. As we kick to the side, same thing likes to happen. As you kick out, your body wants to drop in. Don't let it, right? We're nice and tall. Only that leg is moving. Along with that, I want you to think about that heel. You're going to lead with that heel. A lot of time, because you have such big quadricep muscles, they like to take over and the toe likes to lead as you kick out. I want that heel leading because it really emphasizes that hip muscle that I want to strengthen. Finally, kicking back. Just like the kick forward, which your body wants to do as you kick back, chest drops. I want you to keep that tummy tight again. If you let that chest drop, we end up putting a lot of pressure on our lower back, which we don't want. So again, we'll do 8 each direction. So we'll do 8 one side, come behind the chair, 8 heel raises up and down on our toes, controlling the up, squeezing those calf muscles, and then the down, and then of course 8 of our 3 directional hip kicks on the other side, okay? Then we'll get into our bounce. Let me recenter myself here. Okay, let's come wherever you're at. Let's come to the right side of our chair. The right side of our chair. You're holding on with your left hand. Again, this portion is not a balance test. So I want you holding on to help support yourself. Left leg is stabilizing, meaning our left leg is not moving. Our right leg is the mover, meaning, of course, it is moving. Right leg is going to start with 8 straight leg kicks in front of you. Here we go. Kick out. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep that leg straight, straight, straight. You'll notice it's not a big movement. That's 6, 7, and 8. Stay nice and tall. We're kicking out to our right side for 8. Here we go. Kick out. That's 1, 2. Really squeezing that hip again, leading with the heel. That's 3, 4. You will feel this balancing, stabilizing leg gets extra tired as well, though. That's why I love this one so much. Let's do one more. Very good. Kicking back for 8. Here we go. Kick back. That's 1. Really squeezing that glute and hamstring. All the muscles on the back side of your leg. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Come behind your chair. Behind your chair. Our heel raise is coming up as high as you can onto those toes, and then controlling back down. We got 8 of these ones. Here we go. Raise up and down. Up and down. That's 2, 3. It's fun to watch you guys grow about 2 inches and then shrink 2 inches. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Relax down. Come to the left side of your chair. Left side of your chair. This time your right leg is the stabilizer, meaning this right leg is not moving. Left leg is the mover. We're moving it in our 3 different directions. Starting with that left leg kicking forward 8 times. Remember, tummy holding you tight so that we don't fall back as we kick forward. Here we go. Kick forward. That's 1. And again, remember with this, it's not a big movement. Look at how far I'm getting my leg. It's not supposed to be a big movement. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're going out to our left side, squeezing that left hip. Here we go. Kick out. Lead with that heel. 2, really feel the squeeze. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Finally, our kicks backwards for 8, squeezing that left glute and hamstring. Here we go. Kick back. That's 1. Keep that chest nice and tall here. This is 3, 4. Also feel that right stabilizing leg starting to get tired. Just 2 more though, 2 more. This is 7. And 8. Relax those legs down, wiggle them out real quick. Whew. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay, finally, let's end with our balancing. So, with our balancing, we have our tandem stance. 1 foot in front of the other, each way, and of course our single leg stance, 1 foot in front of the other. Remember our rules. Slide bending those knees will help. Focusing on one area will help. Bringing those arms a little bit wider will help. For the balancing, this is where I really want a chair in front of you and maybe something behind you. We want to find that level that's challenging, meaning that while you're balancing, you can feel your body shifting, trying to control your balance, but not so hard that you're always having to readjust and get your balance. So again, find that area that's right for you and stay in that area, okay? For me, just so you guys can really see my feet, I'm moving the chair away. But again, for you, please, please, please keep a chair next to you just in case you need it. We're starting with the tandem stance. Right foot back, left foot forward. Again, remember all of our rules here are slide bending your knees, focus on one area, arms a little wider to create a bigger base of support. Once you are ready, we are going in 3, 2, 1, and balance. Also, while you're here, think about the percentage. This back foot is doing about 70% of the work, with this front foot making up 30% of the work. So this back foot is the one doing more of the balance. Go ahead, relax out, switch sides, left foot back, right foot forward. Left foot back, right foot forward. We will begin in 3, 2, 1, and go. Again, remember a slight bend in your knees. When I say slight bend in your knees, I don't mean you're way, way down here squatting. What I mean is your knees are soft. They're kind of bouncy. We don't want those legs locked out, but we don't want a big, big bend in them. Having those soft, kind of bouncy knees will help those muscles react to the changing in balance as you continue to try to balance. Go ahead though, relax out, going to our harder ones. Single leg stance, right leg first, just on that right leg. Before we get into it, really, really, really remember, with this one, maybe you start with both hands holding onto a chair. Maybe you start with one hand holding onto a chair. Once you start, get comfortable. Once you feel comfortable and you feel stable, then maybe try to let go, okay? But always keep your hands close to the chair in case you need to grab it for security, okay? But right leg first, we will begin that right leg single leg balance in 3, 2, 1, and balance. Again, make sure you're in a safe spot here so that if you do end up losing your balance, you can correct it very quickly and safely. Now for me, who's gonna come get me if I fall? I don't have a pendant. Relax down, switch sides. Left leg. We will begin in 3, 2, 1, and balance just on that left. You're doing great. Really keep that focus. Feel the small changes under your feet, into those ankles, into those calves, up to those quads, into your hips, into your core. Go ahead, relax down. Quick wiggle out of those legs. We got one more round. One more round right into it. Our tandem stance, right foot back, left foot forward. Back to our tandem stance. You know all the rules. We will begin in 3, 2, 1, and balance. Now, if you really, during the tandem stance, if you really, really feel like you need an extra challenge, slowly try to look over your shoulders side to side. This is going to change where your body feels it is in space. Go ahead, relax out and switch sides though. Left leg back, right leg forward. We will begin in 3, 2, 1, and balance. You got it. Really, really stay focused. We're almost done. Go ahead and relax out. Going to our single leg stance. Right leg. Again, you know all the rules. We will begin in 3, 2, 1, in balance. Relax down. Finally, that left leg. We will begin that left leg balance in 3, 2, 1, and balance. You're almost there. It's the final one. Ending on a high note. Making our way towards lunch. That's what I think is next for me, at least. A well-deserved lunch. Go ahead, relax down, find your chair. Hopefully you didn't throw yours far away like I did, and have a seat. Very, very good. Let's go through some quick stretching before we get out today. Starting with those feet and ankles, as always, let's do those big circles to the outside. After putting all that stress and tension on those feet and ankles as we try to balance, it's important we loosen them up and get them ready for the rest of our day. Remember, as we're doing these big circles to the outside, if you get some cracks and pops, that's okay as long as there's no pain associated with them. Let's switch directions. Big circles to the inside. Now, go ahead, pick those toes up towards the sky and push them away. Nod yes with those toes. Up and away, up and away. Relax those feet down. Both legs are coming straight out in front of us, heels on the ground, toes towards the sky, hinging at our hips. We're gonna slide those hands down those legs until you feel the stretch behind your legs. Stop when you feel the stretch and hold that position. It shouldn't be very far. I feel it right here for me. Again, just go right to where you feel it and then try to hold that spot. Gently slide up those legs and bring them in. Next one. Left arm straight out in front of you. Right arm is hooking down around under, grabbing your left, and then pulling that left arm across your body towards your right side. As you pull that arm across, I want you to feel it to the outside, into that tricep, starting at the shoulder, running down towards the back of your elbow. Go ahead, though, relax those arms down, wiggle it out, and switch sides. Switch sides. Relax those arms down, hinging at our neck. Let's bring that left ear to left shoulder. Try to touch left ear to left shoulder. And again, I said ear to shoulder. A lot of times our shoulder likes to go towards our ear. Don't let it, push it down. Slowly roll that head down and around and bring your right ear to right shoulder though. Right ear, right shoulder. Slowly roll your head all the way down until you are staring at the ground. And raise it back up to normal. Finally, We have 5 shoulder rolls backwards. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and finally open those arms as wide as they can go. As wide as they can go. And give yourself the biggest of hugs. Good job, everyone. Good job. Thank you so much for coming. Again, I will be back on Friday at the 11 o'clock time. I hope to see you then.